Well, let's discuss the topic further with campaigner Lindsay Stewart, who lost her brother Tim in 2024 to a reckless drug driver, and Ian Lewin, founder of D-Tech International, a company that supply police forces with drug screeners. Lindsay, first to you, I appreciate you joining us here on Sky this morning. Just talk to us, if you will, and I appreciate it's not the easiest topic, but about your family's story with this.
OK, Tim Burgess from Frodsham in Cheshire. He was my beloved brother. He was in the passenger seat of his girlfriend's car. They were travelling to look to purchase a new car for him. And the offender came on their side of the road. He overtook a van on a blind bend and smashed straight into them head on. Wendy had serious injuries, and Tim had been flung onto her lap, face up. And within about a minute, he gasped and he was gone. He died at the scene of multiple injuries. We later found out that the offender was a repeat offender. He had a prior conviction for drug driving, and he'd also had a crash 10 days previously where he was high on drink and drugs. And we were just horrified. Why was this man on the road? Why did he have a valid driving licence? So I started a petition called Tim's Law, Remand Dangerous Drivers, and we've amassed 215,000 signatures almost, and it's been presented in Parliament, and we're hoping now to get other MPs on board to have a full debate around this issue, because something really needs to be done regarding these dangerous drivers on the road.
It's a shocking story, and I'm so sorry to have to hear that's your experience as a family, and sorry for your loss with regards to it. And considering the detail that you've described, considering those 215,000 or so signatures, to what degree have you had interest and engagement from those people that could bring about a change in the law?
I've been down to see the policing minister, Sarah Jones, and I've also been in touch with Lillian Greenwood, who was the transport minister, but now it's Justin Madders. They're really supportive. We just need we need a full debate. We need all MPs on board to discuss this issue and to make these all-important law changes, which in this country they're flawed and they're outdated, and people are losing their lives because of it. Currently, at the moment, if someone is positive for drugs at the roadside, they have to have a blood test done, and it can take months and months and months for the results to come back. What we need is the evidential rapid saliva sample test done at the roadside, which they do in France and Australia, which revokes the licence immediately and removes these dangerous drivers from the road while they are looking for more evidence.
Let's bring in Ian. This is an apt time to bring into this conversation. Talk to us about where you're placed in all of this and the work that your firm does.
We started with a piece of kit 30 years ago, and the UK was the first country in the world to explore the use of roadside screeners for drug driving. That was way back in 96, 97. In the same way as with alcohol, you are screened at the roadside with the breathalyzer, and then you're taken into the police station to give an evidential sample. And at that point, we should be suspending the drivers until they get to court several weeks later. However, with drugs, we introduced the drug wipe, but that took 17 years to get the legislation and the type approval through. All the time we had the equipment. It was live in Australia, 20 odd years now. France went live in about 2012. However, in France, they had the authority to physically take a blood sample at the roadside. Hold you down and take it against your will. And they had a government lab that would process that and give you the result in about a week. They saw way back 2016 that saliva was a good enough sample to take for evidential reasons, and they started there and then. they have the result in a matter of days for €20, and it's off there, not to court within a week. Whereas the failings in our system at the moment, the time it takes to take you from the roadside to the police station to have a doctor or a nurse take your blood sample, your levels have dropped significantly enough that you probably or may not be prosecuted. So we're losing a significant number of the people that are arrested at the side of the road. And for years, we have been chasing that we should have government, Home Office, Department for Transport should get together and give the police the tools and the full suite that is necessary to take these people off the road, including suspending them after having failed the roadside screener.
Forgive me for jumping in. We're a little tight on time. The top of the hour always marches on at these moments. And just briefly, Ian, where are we at with the levels of drug driving, drink driving now? Some reports that drug driving is more prevalent than drink driving. Absolutely,
definitely. 2 years ago, for the Operation Limit, the Christmas or the December drink, drug, drive, Merseyside had 191 alcohol positives. However, they also had 469 drug positives.
Sure.
Lancashire this week, sorry to butt in, but Lancashire this week, in 1 week, they had 28 drug drive and 19 drink drive. Now, the officer doesn't know whether it's drink or drugs. They just see bad driving. So it is absolutely worse, and we need to react. We've had good contact, as Lindsay said, with some of the ministers, and there is the road safety strategy that has been out, but we need that response. Never mind the response, we need the action. So we need the legislation to allow the police to take an evidential roadside sample just with a Q-tip on the tongue. And it's as simple as that. In the workplace, we have those results back in 2 days.
I just want to bring Lindsay in. We've only got 30 seconds, I'm afraid. Lindsay, just your final comment to anybody who, is enjoying life in a way that they've chosen to, but then is looking at getting in the car. What do you say to them before they do it?
Well, all I know is that Tim, who was loved by so many people in our community, his loss has been just horrific. He is now a load of ashes. We really need the government to act, like Ian said, on this issue, because you're hearing of other people who have lost family members with the same issue, and it's happening more and more, and we really need the government to act.
Leave it there. Thank you both so much.